Well, I have to admit, I learned a new term doing my teaching from last night. We are going to talk about Mark chapter 13. We're studying the book of Mark, and you are watching Jenny's Biblical Messages. Well, this term is called Olivet Discourse, and I have never heard of that before. But what it means is it's Jesus' final major teaching in the New Testament. It's given on the Mount of Olives during the week of crucifixion. So you can find this in Mark 13, that's what we're going to go over today. You can also find this in Matthew 24 and 25, and also in Luke 21. So this starts off, what this is about is the destruction of the temple and the end times signs. Who all knows that, clearly, obviously, we are getting closer and closer to end times. But it feels like we are in the end times. So these are things that we should perk up our ears and listen for. So it starts off, Jesus is leaving the temple, and some disciples are with him, and they say, look at these massive stones. The massive stones that are on these magnificent buildings. And Jesus replies, not one of these stones here will be left on another. Every one of them will be turned down. So Jesus is sitting on the Mount of Olives opposite of the temple with Peter, James, John, and Andrew. And they ask him privately, tell us, what's going to make this happen? What are the signs that this end times will be fulfilled? So first we go through some global turmoil is what it's called. And Jesus says, watch out that no one deceives you. Many will come in my name claiming I am he, and will deceive many. When you hear of wars and rumors of wars, do not be alarmed. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in various places and famines. These are the beginning of the birth pains. That just means this is the beginning of the end times. These are the things that we need to watch out for. Okay, so any of these happening now or have been happening? Then he goes on to say, you must be on guard. The gospel must first be preached to all nations. Okay, so we have to understand that once the gospel is preached to all nations, that is when all of this will happen. Jesus is giving a chance for every single person to at least have heard of the gospel. Okay? He's not giving anybody a chance to die because they have never had a chance to hear it. All right, hold on. Okay, so whenever you are arrested and brought to trial, do not worry beforehand about what to say. Just say whatever is given to you at the time, for it is not you speaking, but the Holy Spirit. So Jesus is talking about the Holy Spirit before the Holy Spirit has even come to them. They don't even know of the Holy Spirit yet. And I find all of this really fascinating. Jesus has told them beforehand all these things that are going to happen, and they don't understand it. So think about your life now. Has Jesus been telling you the things that are going to happen? And are you listening? Are you getting this? Are you understanding this? Or what is going on? You know, you need to have an open mind, an open heart, open eyes and ears, so that you know what is happening. And the way to do that is by reading the Bible. Okay. Brother will betray brother. Father will betray his child. Children will rebel against their parents and have them put to death. Everyone will hate you because of me. So if you are talking about Jesus, if you're talking about the gospel, everybody will hate you because of him. But the one who stands firm will be saved. Then there comes to a desolation stage. It says in here to flee to the mountains. Let no one in the field go back to get their cloak. Don't go back. When some signs happen and you know trouble is coming, go to the mountains. Don't go back. Don't go back home to get anything. Go, run. This is a warning. Get out of there. How dreadful it will be in those days for pregnant women and nursing mothers. Pray that this will not take place in the winter, because those will be days of distress unequaled from the beginning, when God created the world until now, and never to be equaled again. They're going to be the worst of the worst times. And this is not to put fear into you. This is to be a warning to you. And if you have Jesus within you, there is no reason to fear. No reason to fear, because you have him with you, and he will get you through it. If you die because you're persecuted of him, you're going to go to heaven. If you don't die, then you will be hopefully taken up. And that's not something that I was going to talk about today, but if the Lord had not cut short these days, no one would survive. So these days are literally going to be days. These are the persecution days, and they're literally going to be days that are going to go by faster. And I have heard something, and I don't even know if any of this is true, but there's some kind of a place that's shut down, like in Switzerland or the Netherlands or something, some sort of a lab, and the last time this happened was in 2020 when we had COVID. I don't know if any, there's so many speculations and so many things going on, but one of the things that they're saying is it feels like these days are really going by fast, but they're taking a long, it's almost taking a long time to get through the day, but the days are going by fast. The days feel long, but the time feels fast. So think about if you feel that way, or if you will come to feel that way. I don't know. There will be false messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform signs and wonders to deceive, so be on guard. These are going to be the days that distress. The sun will be darkened, the moon will not give its light, the stars will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. At the time, people will see the Son of Man, who is Jesus, coming in the clouds with great power and glory. Truly, I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all of these things have happened. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. Okay, and so then he goes on to say that the day and the hour is unknown. But about the day or the hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Be on guard. Keep watch, because you do not know when this will happen. Keep watch and do not be sleeping. And that doesn't mean necessarily sleeping. Know what's going on. Be awake. Know the signs. Know what's happening. We are in a day and age where this could be the time. And we need to know the signs. The more you know, the more you know. So I just read from you parts of Mark 13. But to really understand this, you need to go in and study it for yourself. Do a Bible study on it. And I'm going to tell you a wonderful Bible study is The King is Coming by John Bevere. And I held back not talking about it when I was doing this study. But I will tell you what, if you want to be enlightened, if you want to understand this in a way and it be told to you in a way that you've never thought of, that you've never heard of before, The King is Coming by John Bevere. It's a book and a workbook that you can get. And I highly, highly recommend it for you. I hope that you all learned a little something, that you'll keep on learning, and that you all have a blessed day.